not going to keep doing this same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back down?
You already know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I don't
even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house.
Right.
Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mom. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Yeah. Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
Who weed was it?
You know my friend was over here last time.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast-ass little girls.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
His mother took both of her daughters to fight with her, and they both passed away because of it.
Recent witnesses say the sisters, along with their mother, went into that beauty supply store to confront worker there. Now 2 people are dead. After 3 people went inside the store Wednesday, but only 1 came out. Hot Springs police confirmed 19-year-old Mernea Myers and her sister, 22-year-old Monteria Myers, and their mother went into Simply Unique Hair Beauty Supply to confront one of the workers. They got in a fight with that employee. Witnesses say the worker was badly beaten, grabbed a gun, and shot at the women. One sister died at the scene, the other died at the hospital. Their mother got in a black car and drove off. A shooter was taken in for questioning, but not arrested. Now those in the area say they worry about retaliation and are keeping quiet. They say the beauty shop worker and the owner have left the city for safety.
The 2 girls were attempting to retreat, but the beauty shop worker discharged at them from the back. Police found her actions justified. What do you think about what their mother did, and who's the real victim?
That was disgusting. The mother is heinous. She's the one who deserved it. This is a thing where this is going to be controversial. Why statistically, single mothers are more dangerous, or why they say, CV, child, was it? Or is it CA, whatever. I don't want to, why it's higher for single mothers. Because here's the thing where we don't talk about it. Because there's more prominently single mothers than there are single fathers. The ratio is higher. The stats are higher. That a lot of single mothers put themselves and their children in dangerous situations. Of course, the typical one is that they invite strangers, questionable men into their children's lives. So bad shit to happen. So that adds into why women would be more dangerous for children in all, right? Putting them in dangerous situations. Here's another one, right? It's like, instead of teaching your kids how to be an adult, productive, good adult, no, you're teaching how your kids to be hoodlums. You're teaching your kids how to put their lives into danger, how to, be combative, aggressive. This is a thing where it's really disgusting how this woman ran off and left her 2 kids to die. Okay? Not checking, it's like, she put them into that situation and then left them in that situation. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely, utterly disgusting. But like I said, this shit like this is why, the statistics are high that single mothers are more, have been proven to be more dangerous for children, right? I'm not saying, it's not because they're doing it themselves, it's because they put their children into dangerous situations. And no one talks about that. No one really talks about that. Because I think a lot of these modern day women they're too combative. It's like, really, you left home, you went back so you can start trouble. This is just absolutely disgusting, it really is. And I don't know. Things like this is why I'm a big supporter. And you know what? I don't cry if women decide to be childless. I don't. It is a good thing, because I think a lot of people, men and women included, right? I mean, both, are not suited to be parents. The problem is, a lot of times the ones who definitely aren't suited to be parents, they don't decide to be childless. So, I don't know.
She is 14. Look what she wearing. When I was 14, you had me wearing capri shorts from the Gap. Right there, and my shirt said Gap. Now she wearing booty shorts and lace. And she 14, mama. I literally had my shorts weren't even above my kneecaps. You had me going by school bonnet rules. And you be like, the school say your pants gotta be above it, like right before you, no 3 inches above the knee. And the shirt had to say Gap. You had to have your shirt over your shoulders. I can see your shoulders, every part of it.
I may get hate for this, right? Hopefully, maybe surprise me, but I know my sister's like this too. My sister's like this with her daughters. This is probably gonna be controversial, but a little while ago I said that, you know what? When people do adult things, they are essentially adult. In my opinion, now this is not necessarily full. I mean, she's dressing like an adult, but to the level of like I wouldn't call her fully an adult. But this is the thing where, and my daughter, she's 12, right? She's not the same age, she's not teen yet, but I love it. She dresses like baggy clothes, little I don't know, like characters, like cartoon characters on her shirt, baggy pants. It's like, or shorts that are not short shorts. It's like she dresses like a kid. Dresses like a kid. I love that. I hope she stays that. I hope she sticks that, for as long as possible, because I told her to, that once you cross the boundary of a child, and possibly an adult, you can never go back. You can never go back. Once you break the innocence, right? The innocence of childhood, you can never go backwards, right? So I rather my daughter be a child for as long as she can. Be carefree, enjoy being a child for as long as she can. Because like I said, once you cross that line, doing certain things, you can never go back. You can never have a carefree life. You can never live a life with no consequences, essentially, right? Not zero consequences, but as a child, your parents will bear the burdens of your consequences a lot of times. They will shelter you, they will care for you. But once you cross the line of being an adult, that's it. You are now will suffer adult consequences. And this is the thing where I think that's the problem we're facing, this is probably the controversial part, where I think women like this, mothers like this, don't understand what they're doing to their children. They are pushing their children to be adults faster. And then once you're an adult, you will be experiencing adult shit, the consequences, the traumas, right? The traumas that come with being adults, doing adult shit, okay? Interacting with boys, I don't know, maybe drugs, maybe alcohol, maybe doing stupid shit. So I was like, and I've seen my niece dressing very skimpy and stuff like that. And I was like, I tell her she should put something back. But at the end of the day, I'm just an uncle, not her parent. So I don't say anything. I don't do anything really. But it's like, I just think a lot of women don't understand what they're doing to their children. And why I think a lot of women don't understand that they may be putting their children in danger, in the sense that you are putting your child in the life of an adult so quickly, immensely quickly. And I think being an adult is trauma. Being an adult is traumatic. Being a child shouldn't. I'm not saying, of course, children do face trauma, but they shouldn't. They shouldn't be facing trauma. Adult, it's automatic. That's life. That's the life of an adult. You will face trauma. So I just think things like this shows you that why they say that, studies say that women are, the importance of a mother is more when at the young age, right? Because the nurturing, between when you're born to maybe about 6, 7, maybe even 10, that's the importance of mom, the nurturing part. But honestly, later, after the nurturing is not as important, fathers are so important. So they can put the structure, so they can put boundaries, so they actually keep their children grounded, keep their children not making mistakes, hopefully help producing productive future adults, but also not pushing their children to become adults so quickly. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Did you hear about the father who was released early from a 20-year prison sentence when his daughter finally admitted that she lied when she said that he raped her? This is Cedric Sezzi, and in 2003, he was charged with 2 counts of rape and sentenced to 20 years in prison when his 8-year-old daughter told authorities that he had assaulted her. Cedric said that life was tough in prison, especially when people found out about his charges. He said he had to join gangs in order to survive. When his daughter Pinky turned 18, she said she began to feel so guilty that she reached out to social workers and confessed that her mother had told her to lie on her father. Once the authorities were notified that Pinky was retracting her testimony against her father, Cedric was set for release, but 10 years had already gone by. He says that he forgives his daughter because she was only 8 years old at the time and he knows that her mother had coached her. Pinky's mother died in 2007, so Cedric can't even ask her why. What do you think about this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with the T. Follow for more.